Cine.
This one's free.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Char Kirk.
What's up?
Continuing forward with Andor Season 2, Episodes 4, 5, and 6. Thanks so much for joining us yet again. If you want to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Cinejump or cinejump.com. Both URLs will get you there. You will need your own access to the show through Disney Plus, of course, so you can open up each episode side by side with our reaction. We give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it's like you're watching it with two of your favorite pals in this universe. Galaxy. Galaxy.
Galaxy in a galaxy
Son
far,
of a gun.
far away. Jaby Koay.
Almost there. Right at the 10-yard line. Okay, let's jump into it. Here we go.
Oh,
A lot can happen in here.
the bongs.
Already getting that same kind of feeling we got in the first episode of this season.
What's that?
It's just like that kind of quiet anxiousness.
The underlying panic.
Yeah.
The music's doing a really good job. Ooh.
It's
Oh,
just a dream.
it's her PTSD. She never feels safe. But, like, that's totally understandable. Who's out there? Is it all in her mind, or is this real? Oh, no.
Oh, it's definitely in her mind.
Yeah.
You told me everything. I know you wanted him to live, but Cassian said he'd seen your faces, so you tried. He knows that.
What?
This is a cool way to bring us back, though.
Wherever he is. Wasn't much of a soldier, was he? They'll never find his body. His family will never know what happened.
That's horrible.
That's really sad.
I forgot to ask his name.
Wow.
Might be a bit late now.
That's cold.
All these characters are riddled with survivor's guilt.
Everyone has their own rebellion. Right?
Careful.
Gently. Wow. Yeah.
Good call, Chara.
Same thing again. Dr. Gorst. You want to talk about it?
Not really.
It's been a while now.
Miss being home. Here, whatever this place is. It's when I relax.
That's when it hits you. Sneaks up on you.
You sure you don't want to talk about it?
Just give her a cuddle. Aww. It's like it's all stored there in her body. You know?
You know what
And
helps?
what?
It's just one good bop in the head.
For her?
Yeah, you just forget everything.
Jaby.
No, I know it sucks. I completely empathize.
I don't know. Lots and lots of like deep release massage, some yoga, therapy. Oh, here we are.
Look at the walls around it.
Yeah. Oh, we've got spies? Yeah, totally.
He's
yeah.
just looking.
Look how he looked away. Although I guess it could be just
gets
be
boring
awkwardness.
turning that wrench all day long, you know? I was curious.
These little spiders.
No, I know. Oh, he's gonna go kill him?
With a thread?
I thought that's what he was gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's broken,
Then
someone
we
was
know.
there. Yeah.
Yep. It's not paranoia if somebody actually breaks in.
But a good spy will know to look for that and then replace it.
I don't think they're a good spy.
Where are you?
I am in my office.
Requesting a transfer, I hope.
I like it here.
I think you've got spiders in your brain.
He's like, I like it here because you're really far away, mother.
He's got a new mom now.
No one understands what you're doing out there.
When you say no one, I'm assuming you mean Uncle Harlow?
He says you're deluded if you think Gorman was a promotion.
Whatever, mother.
You of all people should understand the attraction of being in charge.
In charge of what? Counting
Look at this
spiders?
office.
Let's not forget your last foray into the provinces.
This is the Bureau of Standards field office in Gorman.
Yes.
People died trying for a desk at headquarters.
And then they die at those desks.
Yeah.
You'd find a woman actually willing to make a life with you, and you just walk away. A respectable career, a relationship, finally.
Is she here too, though? I thought that.
For what? A field office on Gorman?
I'm assuming you won't be visiting.
They won't get another credit of mine. I'm not buying Gorman again. I'm sick of it.
Goodbye, mother.
They were always too good for the rest of us.
You are watching too much Imperial news.
They're all looking at him.
My opinions were well established before you relocated.
Maybe they just like his style.
No.
Cyril, I have met some Gormans in my time.
Oh.
Uncle Harlow used to wear nothing but
He's being tapped.
the attitude.
By who?
The
By her?
arrogance.
Okay.
Those holodrops. This mockery of Emperor Palpatine. You must
No,
have
this is
seen
someone
it,
else.
but you not. Scandalous.
It's propaganda.
I love the very asinine, boring conversation.
It might be code talk.
All this anti-Gormanism, it's not just talk anymore. We're getting new directives every month, and people are getting hurt.
Oh, there we go.
You're too close to know what's really going on.
Well, I'll tell you how close I am. There are people in my office. I'm looking at 2 of them right now. They'll be choking down loyalty oaths next week just to keep their jobs.
I feel safer already.
I'm here. I see what I see. This place is hardly a threat to the Empire.
Don't become too much of an individual, Cyril.
Oh.
Same time next week.
Bye, Mom.
That backroom stuff harkens back to like old spy stuff that really used to happen.
Oh, where they would just like listen to
Yeah.
conversations. You just never know.
Too much of an individual, Cyril.
That's spiders to count.
Same time next week.
Otero fick vapet. Prøver det bort, Dinex.
Du bliver expression.
Du mig prakata.
Yeah, she is.
The mothers.
Tu mat vu nash lama. Nash cum smat do pelugue. Dilam cum scam.
Cel c'est le mot
Yeah.
plus
Oh.
Nash mat si pas filo bret.
All right, there we go. Y'all don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if he can be like turned. That'll be
That's what I'm
interesting.
saying.
Yeah. Because he's like,
But he'll go in order to root out the evil that he perceives as evil,
maybe.
the corruption.
Let me see the bag.
What for? Seriously?
I don't like this place. I thought you meant the other one.
I meant the good one. This is the good one.
We need to mix it up.
We haven't been here for a month. Look at us. I can't sleep. You can't shop. The mission is dinner.
The mission is dinner. That's hilarious. I was wondering if they were just trying to get some food.
Yeah. But he's such a wanted man. So, like, it's really scary.
Oh, there. What can I do for you today? We've got some lovely new fruits here.
Don't steal anything.
Right, tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
I wonder what that thing was.
Haven't seen you for a while. I thought I'd lost you.
Been around.
These are
Right.
lovely for a lovely lady. Anything else today? No. We're good.
He freaked out because he remembered her.
Are those musky peppers?
Extra hot.
My husband wants a taste.
Oh, God.
Is he strong enough?
It's tougher than you hope.
Yeah. He can handle his spice, I'm sure. But I was thinking she's much too beautiful. Like, you would remember her even if she came in once, you know.
Who? I know. I'm just kidding.
Seriously? Perhaps you've changed your mind.
Really? Tonight's the night.
Well, these are special.
I'm not a tourist, you know it.
This one's different.
I'm not buying another spider.
This one's free.
Oh, is it now?
What do you want?
There we go. There we go.
You're not a tourist. Perhaps you wish to know more about where you live. There's a candy inside, with information on the wrapper.
About what?
There's a meeting. You should come.
He's gonna go.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
What are you scared for?
I don't know.
I'm scared for them, not him.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared he's going to, like, tattle on them. Also, is the candy edible? That's the next question I would have asked.
Should have done this before.
We're tired. We needed the rest. Clean it with Dedra.
There's not much left.
Put it on the list.
What are we making?
Who else stays here? You ever think about that?
No one's been here while we were gone.
No squatters?
See if we can leave stuff. We're gonna keep coming back.
Okay.
What are you finding? What's up?
A memory?
What are you gonna tell him?
About what?
About what happened on the mission? The soldier?
Oh, that's gonna get burnt.
Luthen cares about results. The deal went through, we won. It had to be done. There's nothing else to say.
It is a problem, though.
Hey, he was a threat. He was a soldier. Bix, you put on the uniform, you take your chances.
I should stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
I can't stop seeing his face.
It's almost like a prison.
It fades. I want to tell you it goes away forever, but I'd be lying.
You just learn to live with it, I guess.
Look at us. Look at this place. We're in a war. Not everybody knows it yet, but it's happening. People die.
I wonder if he knew.
Well, he does now.
Oh.
He was a soldier. He was a threat. He was an Imperial threat. You and I are here now because he's dead.
That's hard to reconcile.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
Yeah, well, yeah, we know that he's comfortable with that, but clearly that's really difficult for her.
He'll do what's got to be done, yeah.
Exactly. He's a survivor. I think it's just like sometimes some people just aren't cut out for that, you know, like it does weigh on you.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
Like the reality of it and what you have to do in order to survive. It's like it's us or them. All right?
It's busted. Someone's been in your crib. So what do you do when
just act normal, because they might have like, oh, I don't know if I would do this here though. Maybe they've put cameras up. What does it say? Don't say anything. Don't say anything out loud.
Yeah, I agree with you. I wouldn't have. Oh, it's edible, Char.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have done that there. I would have done it in like the toilet or the shower or something.
Yeah, exactly.
We're safe here. I know it's not what we want, but I don't want to lose you again.
She is in a Matryoshka doll of prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to.
All right. Yeah, it seems like y'all want the same thing.
What's up?
Left some files in the office. Syril Karn, Division Chief, Bureau of Standards. Oh, no, you?
I have a presentation with the sector committee tomorrow morning. I left my notes on my desk like an idiot. I have to have them.
Come on.
I'm surprised he changed his mind. Just munching. He doesn't give a
yeah,
shit.
he's like, whatever. Let him do it. Fun Roomba in the background. All right.
They made contact.
I've been invited to a meeting.
A meeting with who?
Oh, it was planned.
It's public.
It's a town hall, but this is them. It's Gorman Front. I know it. I assume I'm being followed all the time.
He's so happy about this.
It has to be them. Who else could it be?
Go to it.
The meeting's tomorrow.
Good. Well, let's wait and see what happens.
Well, I thought you'd want to brief Partagaz.
No. You'll want more than that.
He's gonna have to be a spy, which I'm sure he's like well into
But they're the only ones that know.
right now. Yeah.
Can you imagine how bad the blowback?
Supervisor Hirt.
Yes, sir?
The Axis desk. I notice you've taken an interest in this seizure.
The weapons, sir. There are some pieces that appear to have come from the Axis supply chain.
Have we nothing more definitive?
No, sir. Not yet.
Not yet. 10 days, 2 supervisors, 30 suspects in custody, and we are still ingesting and speculating. Where's the intel?
It's disappointing on many levels. I see a variety of causes.
Pick one!
God. Oh, God, everybody's
We're arresting
scared.
too many people.
What? Go on.
We can't take it all in.
Go on.
Many of us.
Okay.
Some of us have more people in custody than we can process.
Oh, okay. That's a problem.
Well played, Lonnie. Thank you for reminding us all how this room is meant to function.
He was so nervous about expressing this
Yeah,
idea.
no, it's scary as hell. Someone has to say something. You know, when like you're in a class with a scary teacher?
I'm having the same problems. Can't keep up.
We should talk it over. Not here.
Privately.
Oh.
I'm in all day.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is he headed with that?
Dissension among the ranks.
75 restricted Imperial weapons. You've had that 10 days?
It's my desk now, Dedra.
Oh.
You really think I care about how it happens? Andor must be found. You can have all the glory.
Sure.
Has it ever crossed your mind that Partagaz put me on Axis because I don't seek glory?
Uh-huh.
You've given me a lot to think about. My door is open.
Mm-hmm.
How do I repay you?
Oh.
You can buy me lunch.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Getting all the favors, making all the connections. All right, all right.
Gorman needs this legislation more than anyone. If I can't count on your support, what's the point?
She's working hard.
I can't support the bill because our country is chafing the Emperor.
Go back 2 years. Take the 75 planets with the lowest crime rates. Look at them now. They're up 19%.
Wow.
We can all game the numbers, Mon. And whose numbers are they? I believe what I feel.
If we do not stand together, we will be crushed.
I know how hard you're working this month.
I am close on the votes.
That's not what I hear.
Okay.
Who rallied the votes to lift the embargo?
I have never stopped thanking you.
Then help me kill the PORD.
Yeah.
Repay me. Repay me.
No.
There's...
I'm sorry, Mon.
Wow.
This is not working.
I mean, everybody's just looking out for themselves.
Right. That's the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
In politics especially, you're just protecting your own hiney.
Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody needs to fix the lift.
Oh, there we are.
Dedra Meero's running Gorman. She's been on it all year, all this time, hiding it. I doubt there's 3 people in the building that know what I've just told you.
How? Okay.
What's the obsession with Gorman? What are they after? I don't know. I'm trying to rethink this all with her in the picture. It doesn't make sense. All the propaganda.
So they don't know about the resources.
No.
Why? She's a hunter, not a spin doctor. Maybe she's oversight. Of what? Smear campaign is an opening move, not an end game. I need the end game.
Okay, calm down.
I don't
Yeah.
have it.
Okay, he's been waiting 3 months, so I get his frustration.
I can't wait another 3 months, Lonnie. There's too much going on.
Okay.
You used to tell me to wait.
Right.
Those days are gone.
Okay.
We're up to date on the signal sequence.
Yes.
We'll be standing by.
He's just trying to like do it, stay safe, stay under the radar.
Yeah.
But I guess now it's like, all right.
He's in a tricky position, like a really tricky position.
Yeah.
Modomek Sunif Prekanti.
Here we go.
Mobi Marklej Vakodant Sin Vendel Evanen. Dopazel Mogardit. Orfik Marchot à Land Umbralej. Madal. Ame Sochta. Blond Pej. Maz Blik Vachem Foladis.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it was an interesting reveal, but I'm not surprised this was part of his plan and he's excited about it. What I'm
Right.
curious about is how far does he go?
Right.
Does he turn at a certain point?
That's what I'm curious about.
Foladis Embrangastam. Nash Foladis Brangastam. Et Vache Dilam Gouvard.
Oh.
He's like, let me try and fit in. Oh, here they come.
La est en brège. Jakem soit prendre kofef. Sa kofef bon flodan vet. La bénage qu'une porc, la bénage tordée. La garde, souvis cagrel.
Daisy, Inach Probicor, Yann Bachefreur.
Tirage, bonadage, bref, fugie. Madame Frizel.
Lézine, Vola, Gauchven, Misselmaz, Yaltenkra.
He's just getting started.
Dan Palmo, Afissim Matu.
What language is this?
I don't know, because the sounds sound like French.
Yeah.
But I can't understand any of it. So
Okay.
it might be a completely made up language.
Because
but
like initially I was like, is that German? Is it French? And my
I know,
brain was going back
I
and
know,
forth. It
I'm
might be a
like, what is
combination.
it? But yeah, I mean, I know enough French to
identify that it's
should
not
have
French.
been able to
Okay.
understand that if it was in French, but no.
Okay, so it's French babble.
Perhaps.
Frabble.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, they're doing a fantastic job.
It's very passionate.
Yes.
Yes, very much.
Not enough.
Mukub kleshton dan maziglon tel shrem.
She lost her family in the Tarkin massacre. There was a promise that the new Imperial building would never cast a shadow across the memorial. Now they know the truth.
Bougesim Kalkazad.
Lead, Lézine, Inach Probicor, Choubou.
Bougesim Plasvansim Palmo. Et Tilan Bashkrog.
Ilam biaou nash krokou. Madal vinash koumoin.
Could be like another language that's not either of those two. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Her name is Enza.
And she's attractive.
Syril.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see that.
You have a woman.
I was thinking of introducing you to my father.
Wow.
Okay.
I saw you from the stage.
I stand out that much.
No. That's what's interesting.
You blend in.
You're very brave to be here.
Am I in danger?
Certainly not from us. This is Gorman. I was wondering about your people.
There are no restrictions on my movements in Palma.
And what will you take away from this evening?
The strength of feeling.
Will you be writing a report?
No, to who? I'm here as myself.
What a refreshing position.
Sayo? Laisse-moi plus compressor.
Is there a law against seeking Imperial Council?
I suppose not.
Okay.
Loophole.
Many people are starting to think this new building is more than just an annex. I'm not sure why the Empire would build an armory in the middle of Palma, but I'm running out of answers.
Right.
You must have seen the floor plans.
Those are classified.
Certainly, let's wait to the rumors. 16 years ago, Grand Moff Tarkin killed 500 peaceful, unarmed Gormans in the middle of that plaza.
Damn.
Wow.
You can imagine how upset we would be to find out there's an Imperial military facility rising over the monument to the fallen.
Right. It's a bad look.
Gormans yearn for peace and prosperity.
Right. It's a bad
If
look.
you are writing a report, make that your headline.
I am studying the shit out of his expressions right now. I can't tell if it's working on him or not.
Maybe we can do some good together. Donash Badorinex.
Is it softening him, Achara? I can't tell.
Doinex.
Oh, he knows how to speak their tongue.
He's trying.
Doinex.
The gesture and everything. Yeah.
I think it would be really hard not to be touched by that.
It's gonna be like Paul Walker in Fast and the Furious.
Right? We're family.
Couldn't sleep.
What else is new?
Dr. Gorst.
Not tonight.
What is it tonight?
You know, given her condition, I would dismantle all the guns or hide them where she doesn't know.
It's flashing.
You might need them at some point.
Or you get shot in the middle of the night.
Just come back. I need an assessment.
Of what?
Of who? Kara Rylance. He's running the Gorman front.
You know him.
Okay.
My way. We never met. It's a different kind of mission, but it's not without danger.
He never wants to go anywhere. He's being put on this.
You have to go alone.
No.
He doesn't want to leave her again.
No.
I have to think about that.
Yeah. What have you made?
Look at you. Look at all your loveliness.
8 variations. 6 gauges.
Think of it, comrades. Fuel on demand. On the Rhino that you can steal.
Wow.
Galaxy of opportunities. Work up a thirst, find a vein, take what you want when you want it. Has it been tested?
It works.
Okay.
Who taught you this?
I'm here to teach the variations. More than that, I'm not allowed to say.
Look at this. A brave one.
Yeah. Up against all of them.
What do they call you?
Woman.
Wilman, the boy. Have you ever done this for real? Or just in a classroom?
I've done it.
Forrest Whitaker is chewing up the scene here.
Yeah.
And you're still alive. Pluty! This is Pluty. He's smarter than he looks. He'll be your student.
Which variation? We should concentrate on the station you're planning to hit.
You teach them all.
Oh.
You know where we're going when I tell you.
But I need to leave tomorrow. This was negotiated.
Whoa, whoa.
I'll let our friend know that you're being taken care of.
Plans have changed, man.
Yeah.
Find him a place to sleep. You're here till I get what I need.
Oh, that's not going to make him feel very happy.
No. He's brave, though, to even talk back, you know?
We're petting.
This is the moment where he's like, I have to leave one last time.
Do you think this is going to be the last time they see each other?
Might be. Yeah, he's going. One last hurrah.
One last love-making session before you hit the road.
Yep.
She knows. And this sucks.
Yeah.
So much sacrifice and grief to get the job done.
What are you doing?
What is that?
I don't know. Is she self-medicating? She's alone now.
Maybe,
yeah, that's not good.
Maybe it's like a CBD tincture.
Maybe, but whatever it is, she's self-medicating now. She's not in a good space mentally. It's not looking good. But I think you're right. It's showing us the sacrifices that people have to make in order to be part of a rebellion. You got to make difficult choices and leave people behind that you love.
It feels so real. It's like I buy so much into the reality of it. At a certain point, I'm like, well, thanks for doing this for us.
Right? We appreciate your sacrifice.
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what is happening? Because it almost feels like a real story, a real
life,
real event.
Yeah.
The way it's because it's integrating enough borrowing from history. I feel like that it really feels like you're watching history unfold. Like watching a movie about World War II.
Right. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, they say that you should learn history in order not to repeat it.
Yeah.
But we learn history, we probably kind of forget it, and then we're constantly repeating it. Or like different variations of it. I think
that's an oversimplification, but sure, I'll go with it. Yeah.
Perhaps it is. I mean, I'm not the smartest person, but
that's not what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know, and like all my history and stuff like that, but it just seems that throughout the history of the world, there's always been tyranny. There's always been people who have to come together and rise up and speak up, and then often take action against the wrongdoing that is happening to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The history statement you made is just it's very complex.
It's an oversimplification for sure.
Yeah, because you have the scholars that learn the history, and the record keepers that pass it on, and but most people are not bothering to really absorb that information.
Of course,
you have the teachers that try to pass it on. But
you're just learning it as part of a curriculum in order to pass a test so that you can graduate from high school or whatever.
Right. Just to get the job or whatever. And
exactly.
Yeah, most people are not really trying to hold on to that and observe what's happening in the world and compare it to ensure that we don't repeat our same mistakes. Because we're humans trapped in our space of understanding of time. And so because we don't see the broader picture, it doesn't feel like, when you burn your hand on the stove.
Right. What is it they say about like if you put a frog in boiling water, it's gonna like jump out right away. But if you just gradually you put it in the cold water first and then just gradually heat it up.
Oh, really?
I didn't
know that.
It'll cook it.
Okay.
I watched this and I heard this in a movie the other day, but
that makes it fact.
Yeah, I have heard this before. That's how you cook like lobster and stuff.
Okay.
You just gradually boil them, and they don't realize until you're dead.
I did not know this was where the conversation was going.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
But it's like, because you're not thinking about it, right? You're just like, I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to make money. I'm just trying to provide for my family and all of that. And perhaps you notice little transgressions happening, and you're like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, it's okay, until you become like Gorman, where you're like, okay, Empire, fine, you can come, you can build, but you're not going to like disrespect our monument, right? Oh, no, of course not. And then they're building it, they've built it or whatever, and it totally is going against what they asked for. But
Well-
what can you do? Like, it's too late now.
That's like the scorpion and the squirrel, or whatever the old folktale is.
Right.
Is it a frog? I forget. It changes. I saw it the first time I saw it was in Star Trek Voyager, and I didn't know that wasn't the first time that story was ever told. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm gonna kind of goof this. I'm gonna goof this a little bit, but the idea is. I'm going to say it's a squirrel and a scorpion. Even though
Yeah, that's fine. I think we get the idea.
Yeah, the scorpion was trying to get across the river, and the squirrel who could swim in this version of the story was...
Maybe it was a frog.
It was whatever. It's a squirrel this time. And then the squirrel is about to go across, and the scorpion's like, yo, can you help me out? And the squirrel's like, what do you mean? Scorpion's like, I can't get across, but you can swim, and you can like carry me on your back. And the squirrel's like, but you'll kill me. And the scorpion's like, that's stupid. If I kill you, we'll both drown. And the squirrel's like, okay, I guess you got a point. Hop on. And so they get halfway across the river, and the scorpion stings the squirrel. And the squirrel's like, yeah, why'd you do that? Now we're both going to drown. And the scorpion's like, sorry, that's my nature. And then they both died.
Right.
And so it's the nature of the Empire that's like, anyway, you get the point.
Yes. We all get the point. But yeah, it's just, it's.
Agreements are temporary.
Yeah.
Like a tariff. Anyway.
I know. It's like watching this feels difficult sometimes, but I think it's also really inspiring because it reminds us.
I was just going to come back to that word that you just said.
Difficult?
Inspiring.
No, it is inspiring because it reminds us that it takes bravery, right?
Mm-hmm.
In order to make change. And sometimes it can be just a small thing, but we all have a part to play.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like in general, that's what stories are kind of helpful for, is like, even if it's complete fiction, you can be so inspired by a story like this where you're like, oh, and it kind of gives you some courage in your own life to deal with whatever troubles you're dealing with, seeing what these characters are overcoming,
Yeah.
A good story can do that for you. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's what is unfolding in front of us right now is a very mature, well-told story. It's very patient with itself, and it's not trying to rush through anything, and it's this kind of a slow burn. I really like it a lot, how it's not just blitzing forward, and it expects you to be smart and like keep up with everything. It says not second screenable. This is like, you gotta pay attention to every little detail. And it's also character stuff. Like this is a nice, sweet episode as far as like, allowing us to experience her trauma. They allow us to experience his love for her.
Yeah.
And just these moments that they have together. It also like highlights the fact that when you're making these sacrifices and going through all this stuff, you're sort of just trapped. It's like not only are they confined to this place, but she's trapped in her own trauma. And so that's why I was saying the Matryoshka doll of prisons for her.
Right. Yeah. There's so many things. And like she so desperately just wants to be able to do normal things with her significant other, her husband.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like she wants to be able to take a cute walk in the park, where probably a lot of other couples go. And it's like a really sweet thing to do. But he's all like, oh no, we can't go to that park. That park has cameras. That's really dangerous. And so I get her sense of like, I just want to feel like a normal couple together. But also there's his fear and the very real danger that they could get discovered any day,
Right. He's thinking big term consequences.
He's thinking practically.
Yeah. And she's just like, I just want to do what other people take for granted.
Yeah, because she's suffering. She's suffering so much. Like that doctor, whatever, like really did a number on her mentally.
Right.
And that's hard to live with. Like it's been 6 years now, I think, right? Since all of that went down. And so she's still very much in that present moment in her mind. Like trauma's weird like that. Like you just keep reliving it as if you're there. Your body's not letting you move on from that. And how awful must that be, that every time you kind of relax and let your guard down, then you're flooded with these awful memories.
Well, that's how trauma works.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so, she's just trying to hold on to some positivity. And now that he's left, I'm really worried for her.
Well, I liked one thing he said, which is, I would tell you it'll go away eventually, but that would be lying,
Right, you just have to kind of learn to live with it, to dance with it.
Yes. Well, how it was told to me is you learn to gain strength to handle it, you know?
Talking about grief,
Yeah,
right?
grief, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think trauma and grief kind of like are in the same camp,
Sure.
you know? And so learning how to deal with it, I think you're using the same tools in some ways. So anyway, sometimes there are moments in the show where I'm watching, I'm like, I don't feel smart enough for what's happening right now. I'm like, goodness. Because it's like that high level politics, the dance and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, I got to really focus in here because, you know, what's her name's acting? Mon Mothma? What's her?
Yeah.
She has such a fascinating way of physicality because she has such controlled movement. I don't know if you pay attention to that. And it might be due to the fact that there are so many close-ups of her where it all has to be right here.
Right here, yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. But like, even if you look at the wides, like her body's not moving too much. And it's like that self-control. There's something you taught me a long time ago during an audition when I was just being wild for some reason. And you're like, stillness is your friend. I'm like, I never thought of it like that. And she really, you know, takes that law or that idea and employs it to the max.
Well, I think it speaks to her character, right? Because in a way, I think you could say that she's like nobility from her planet.
Right.
And so she has that beautiful posture about her. But there is a sense of always having to hold it together and be in control because there are so many elements all around her, right? And everything could go wrong. And so she has to be so controlled with every single movement, with every single facial expression, because she's in a precarious situation where anyone could find her out, you know? So I think it's like a combination of that, which you're seeing. And she's doing such a fantastic job of like, just really embodying that and being like the epitome of grace and elegance while being in this dangerous situation and doing what she can to fight against the Empire from the inside.
Right. A while back, there was a Rockstar game called L.A. Noire, and part of that game was studying people's expressions to determine if they were lying or not, like what they were actually feeling, because that's your job as a detective to like kind of root out whatever the truth might be and whatever. I never got very far in the game, but I'm kind of doing the same thing here when I'm watching the show. I'm like, what are they actually feeling? Because like there's a lot of use of close-ups, as I stated a moment ago, because it's like there's layers upon layers. You know, there's the mask of what they're saying to the character, and then there's what they're actually feeling underneath it, whether that's fear or a movement in a different direction of some kind or whatever. Right. And so that elevator scene when he's like, I've been waiting 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, our dude in the elevator, who's the spy inside, something else was going on with him, and I don't know what, but it was there. You know, well,
at the end where he's like, we're not waiting anymore.
Yeah.
And then he had like a whole host of expressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he was thinking, but it's like there was something else going on, and it just like beckons me. It pulls me in. I'm like, what is going on with that guy? Because the show is doling it out really slowly.
For me, what I read in that moment was like, it's becoming even more real. Like, obviously, it was already so scary to be in there, right? And to be like providing information to Luthen and the cause, but he was always like encouraged to go for like safety first, right? Like, don't blow your cover.
Okay.
Stay calm, slowly, catchy monkey type of thing. But now it's like, no, we're past that. So if you're in, you're in, and now like we're moving.
Right.
So you've got to do even more, and it's going to be even more dangerous to kind of try and keep your cover, and maybe your cover will be blown. And that's just part of being involved in this at this point. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. The other moment I had with that was Syril.
Yeah.
When he was meeting with them, like he's doing, I can't tell if he's just deep cover at this point.
Exactly.
Or if he's actually being moved by the conversation.
Yeah, because he's giving a lot as well. And I think for us, we're like, we want to believe that you could be moved by something like that. Like, what kind of hard person must you be to hear these people give such a compelling story and to be like so nice and welcoming to you? Like, I found that whole bit where he was like or I forget what he said exactly, but it was the hand movement of like, see you later or whatever, till we meet again or whatever it was.
It's the Avatar version of I See You.
I See You. Yeah, it was just so beautiful. And I'm like, how can you've connected with these people now.
Yeah.
You can't betray them, can you? But maybe he can.
Yeah. Well, it also, with speculation, it begs the question of if he changes course, what happens with his love interest?
Right, because we've got that cute, pretty young girl who's here now. Like, I don't know. I was reading that he was giving her some looks, but it could just be nothing. Do you know what I mean? I could be projecting that onto him. But objectively, she's an attractive girl. She's giving him looks. He's here on his own. You know, he's got a battle axe for a fiance.
She's the one I'm worried about. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do, my boy?
It's very fascinating to see how that's playing out. It was not necessarily on my bingo card the possibility of him switching sides.
No, but I would be very fascinated to see if they're actually able to do that. Like a part of me wants that to be the case.
Well, to me, enough is there that you can understand how he might, even though he's been very like strict and uniform. You know, he's got a very particular way of going about things. It's very exact to the point that's OCD, right?
Right.
And so he's all about the way it was shown to us in season 1. He was all about like rooting out the corruption, but there is a human element to him that the show also focuses on, between the relationship with his mom, between who his love, like the love he feels for his battle axe, and so there's there's a human element there. It's like, I feel like that's one of the things that is, when you're watching a movie from another country, I think like the human elements is what comes through, right? It's like you
it's
identify
a universal
with it.
thing.
Yeah, and I think that part of that might hit him.
Yeah, I think it's also fascinating that the line that they chose to repeat when he was being listened to, or the one that really stood out to me, was when his mom said, "Don't go trying to be an individual now." And then when we cut to the scene where they're listening, they replayed that. So that really stuck in my head, because I'm like, oh, is this the part where he thinks for himself and he decides to do something different than the path that has been set out for him with the Empire?
So they planted seeds in our head, just like they planted seeds in his head.
Maybe.
All right, on to the next episode. What?
Run off 748.
In case you had any uncertainty that they changed it up.
Finding the station.
It's like the beginning of the movie Frequency.
Oh.
Yeah? Corellia 222.
Okay, fascinating. She's just listening to everyone.
343.
She's going to come across Crimson and Clover in a second.
I won't tell you what I paid for it. Unfortunately, the dealer...
You're up early?
Anything urgent?
Nope.
That's got to be his favorite look.
Not yet.
And our friend's on his way.
Nice shot, by the way.
Yeah.
There's so much going on in every shot. Like, you just take it for granted.
Like they've really thought about how to like flesh out the world.
Gorman?
Visiting friends?
Why do you ask?
I'm curious by nature.
I have friends everywhere.
Bon,
That's an interesting outfit.
what do we have for Gorman?
Oh.
Whoa.
He's really being sized up.
Her outfit was interesting.
I thought that she'd just woken up.
That's what I thought.
Morning, Tahiti. You moved to Coruscant with your brother when you were 12.
Oh, he's getting all the profile that he's got to commit to memory.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff always makes me nervous. Like, what if I get it wrong?
You just have to learn it inside and out. It's like learning a character.
What a pleasant surprise.
Just worried if I don't come now, it might be a while. There's a rumor they might be tightening up the travel restrictions here.
Oh.
This is hardly a Bureau of Standards issue.
I hope someone who knows what they're doing is watching out.
For what?
Your safety.
Oh.
Definitely watching out.
What
they're looking for is a mystery. There's not much in the way of danger.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Danger just walked in.
Listen up.
Spies amongst us.
Step away from their workstations and leave the room.
Mayday, mayday.
Quickly!
Okay, yeah, just pull out the plug.
Syril Karn.
Yes?
I'm Attendant Grimish from ISB Tech.
Okay.
We have reason to believe there are listening devices in this office.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You heard me.
Everyone in here will be in custody until we finish our evaluation.
Wow.
Custody. On whose authority? This is my office.
Okay.
Are you refusing a direct Imperial order?
This is insane.
Take him.
Whoa. Are you making yourself suspect?
No, but it's for show, right? Because he knows they're watching him.
Yeah.
He has to do that. That's genius. Because that girl who sent the Mayday, the whatever, she saw it. So she's like, all right, he's cool.
Yeah, now she reports back.
Yeah.
We're not to be interrupted.
It's a forgery. It's a good one, but...
It should be. It certainly cost enough. I won't tell you what I paid for it.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the dealer I bought it from is dead. He's lucky he's dead.
Well, he may have been fooled as much as we were.
As of this moment, everything in the room is under suspicion. What else have we missed?
Oh. Are they going to find a bug?
Even the finest collections have problems now and then.
One problem is too many.
I don't think so.
Everything vetted once and for all.
Everything?
Everything!
We have the exhibition.
All of it! I want it inspected and recertified.
Oh.
It's intense.
Yeah. Now she has to pretend that everything is okay.
Everything's peachy.
Yes.
This is your first trip to Gorm. You've lived in the same place for the last 5 years. 51457. Level 4888, East Narcine, Coruscant.
God, that's a lot of information.
You just gotta learn it, Achara.
I know. I'm not saying that I'm the best at it.
There was a listening device in my office. How long it's been there, or if it's even operational or unknown. You will all now have the pleasure of thorough ISB interview. And there will be new security measures going forward. Because, of course, we're bugging our own office.
Okay. Good show, good show.
Projet crédit Stellan Skarsgård. Mashlo kabe.
Dan vek dalam.
Malanawan.
Le bagot d'Anne Madebor, Préox Morlana.
Comme fixe Trefod. Burns Fikermed.
Et vu que tu m'as pel Malanawan.
Le fig Bessev Gambol. Fig trof étage.
Versé. Le salégin des fixes Max Calanu.
Le fixe Schlupit. Fixe Schlupit dan e Saba.
Schlupit dan e Saba et Gigombel Grakonaz.
Looks good, looks good.
Dalam spila ver joblo. Klika.
Looks too good to be true. I guess if you're hopeful in that circumstance, maybe you're not thinking.
Yeah, exactly. You see what you want to see.
Yeah.
You're trying to see an ally.
They tore my office apart. They were looking for a listening device. Of course, I either condoned or ignored or put in myself for some reason, or else the whole thing was a ruse for them to put something in. I mean, I don't know.
Do they tell him?
Right.
A lesson for all of us.
No.
It's humiliating.
They don't tell him.
I take my work seriously.
It's outrageous.
Well, he knows it's them.
I understand.
Many of us believe the Emperor has no idea what's being done on his behalf. We think the ISB is running a shadow government.
To be honest, nothing would surprise me at this point. And believe me, you don't know the half of it.
You can tell them.
What if we could help the Empire by working together?
Oh.
How would we do that?
We need to know what's on those carriers.
You know who we are. You see what's happening here. We need to know what kind of facility it is before things get out of hand.
I told you, I don't have plans.
We want to focus on deliveries. We need to know what's on those transports, Syril.
It's
okay.
Construction material.
It's not as it seems.
Those are the ones we'd be interested in.
Exactly.
Now look at that little smile. What's that?
I didn't catch it.
I don't know. I might just be projecting, so.
You want a drink?
No, I can't stay that long.
What do you want?
This isn't fun, is it?
No. Oh, is he going to try and recruit her?
I've slept her twice. Not in a very long time, but...
For fun?
No. False alarm.
Never ends, does it?
Mm-mm.
I'll try to find someplace else for you to stay. I'll have a look.
I'm not loving croissant.
It's overwhelming, I know you.
What is it?
What? Yeah, what is it?
Okay.
I'm better than he thinks I am.
All he does is sing your praises. We need you, Bix. We need you healthy.
Okay. Were you going to move her?
You came here to offer me something.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
wanted something, and you changed your mind.
Not lost your eye, have you? It was just another weapons appraisal. I have alternatives. We'll find something more exciting.
She's smart enough to see his motivation switch.
Yeah.
She's still perceptive.
I use it for sleep.
It works for a while,
And then it stops.
but the dreams come back worse when you stop.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
Be careful.
You need me healthy.
Exactly.
That's just a Band-Aid, though.
Yeah. But he also sounds like he's speaking from experience.
Yeah, probably. Boom.
I mean,
Not as easy as it looks, I'm sure.
And we're all dead.
Yep,
but that's the expected first step in learning a new thing, is you mess up initially.
that's true.
Close the pipe completely. It'll spark when it comes back
I
on.
knew that. I'm an idiot.
No, don't say that.
How did you ever learn this? Who taught you?
Not telling. We don't talk about that.
More questions. Sorry.
Yeah, just
I can't
learn.
leave until you get this. Come on.
No pressure.
Stay positive.
What time's your flight?
I'll make it. Just backing up all our transport schedules. I'd hate to think what would happen if those ISP idiots hit the wrong button.
We can do that for you.
Just get the audit back on track.
Please.
I don't want any more security questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you got?
The things that they're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, men of taste. Best spider on the plaza. Come back safe.
He's having to pull some Edward Snowden type moves here.
Yeah.
We were wondering if we should offer it up to Skulden as a gift for the exhibition. It's short notice, but if there was interest, we might find time for an immediate installation.
But between us, I wouldn't do it. Some question about the provenance of a certain piece, nothing to do with Luthen. But Skulden is in a rage about it, and they are taking everything out of there the day after the party for reappraisal.
Okay.
Oh, you might be right.
Yeah.
Combo. Najpotamé. Najseže. Najpífe.
He delivered.
C'est en bord Bretagne.
What?
Il habille Massa'a.
Elle aime plus que Nasgrandon.
Lass mich Lisa.
Military security required.
Oh.
Krajamot mikren bec et soif.
Lèvres fest. D'abord t'essayes.
Affinage Skebr na bord pliant.
So they're going to pretend to be the military security? Or they just know which one to hit?
Unclear, yeah, but now they know what to look for.
Is that where it happened? The monument?
It is.
Really? I was there.
Wow.
Oof.
How old
That'll
were
stick
you?
with you.
12.
That'll really stick
Wow.
Grand Moff Tarkin, right?
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Been hearing about Gorman my whole life.
Okay. He's waiting. He's like, come over here. Tell me.
It was Moff Tarkin. People wouldn't clear and he wanted to land. And more of us kept coming. We thought there was safety in numbers.
No.
Who would land the cruiser on a crowd full of unarmed citizens?
Someone evil.
I was with my father. He was killed, saving me.
Aw.
Do let me know if there's anything else you might need.
Wow.
Hey. Thank you. It's good to meet you.
Aw, making friends already?
When Cass paid him, he was like, sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I've been like, I'm still uncomfortable. Give me some more.
My comfort is worth more than that. Thank you. Oh, he's looking so happy. Things are going according to plan, I guess.
I was safe.
What? What's up?
Oh, it's just everything is so like rigid. She's all like lines and angles down to like her hair.
How long can I stay?
An hour.
Are you kidding?
Get the job done in an hour.
Do you think they're really watching Edie's apartment?
No, but we've put too much in now to have it go wrong for something so small.
Mm-hmm.
An hour.
Get that job done.
Turn out the lights.
It's so like procedural.
Yeah. Are they actually going to do it, or is this just some like sort of thing where it's like we might be being watched right now? Oh my god, full dark? Let's go. Oh man. I was hoping for some noises just to clarify what they were doing, but I guess it's pretty obvious.
Enza, a house of violence.
Oh, Enza.
You've just arrived.
Yeah. I was planning to make an appointment tomorrow, and here you are.
Mm-hmm. You're a designer.
Trying.
So charming. I love her outfit as well.
What is it you think you're doing?
Oh.
You don't know me. Let's start over.
Okay.
Shall we?
Let's get down to
My friend
business.
suggested I meet your father.
Your friend might have come himself.
Okay.
Unless I'm the friend,
Uh-huh.
right? Or maybe I'm a snitch and you're my payday.
Oh.
Maybe you just put everyone you care about into a cell. I am who you want me to be. But that's just you getting lucky. People die rushing. You have no idea who I am. You need to be more careful.
He's not wrong at all.
Yeah.
I mean, look what's going on the other side.
It's hard to be patient when your world is falling apart. My
Yeah,
father's
that's
very
true.
proud.
And I can't wait to meet him. I need fabric.
Look, he's like
Wait.
right back to it.
His switch character.
I'll send word in the morning.
Thanks for stopping by.
Seamless.
The people you have following me, they're just drawing attention. Send them home.
Did she get her tea?
Ooh. But also, he knows Syril, right? By face? I'm trying to remember if he actually saw him.
Does it have a name?
Sure, Spider.
Perhaps I'll call it Cyril.
Ah!
How fitting.
Yeah.
The silence, the brooding,
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
the disregard for common sense.
Oh my god.
Be almost like having you here.
She just enjoys taking him apart.
I know. Oh, it's such a toxic relationship.
Carver Rylance, welcome to Gorman. I've waited far too long in coming. Your showroom is fantastic.
It would just be that he shows up when Syril leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Our Weber estates are quite far away, but they are certainly worth a visit if you find the time.
Can I show you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. Let's chat.
The person that sent you is but a voice to me. We've spoken, we've exchanged messages, but I have no idea really who's at the other end of the line.
Right.
I won't change, but it's for everyone's benefit.
Right.
I do have this.
Keep it secret.
It's a fresh code crystal for the radio. It will only fit the transmitter you were given.
Okay.
The new Imperial building. You've seen it? It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
Building an armory in the center of town. We don't know why. They deny it. It's in violation of the Imperial Charter. We've slipped people into some of the work crews, but we weren't sure until now. I'm only meeting you because we find ourselves with a unique opportunity. We have a source inside.
Who, please?
An Imperial source. I'll not say.
Pray tell.
Makes him nervous, doesn't
Feeding
it?
false information is what they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're aware of that.
Are you?
They're pretty good at it.
The information is reliable.
How do you know?
Because they want to believe.
Shipments come by cargo carrier from the South Depot at night through the city. We've been tracking the routes and schedules. Now we know which transports to target. The ones you think have weapons. We know what they're doing.
Oh my god. All these people are dead.
We need to catch them in their lie. We need to let the people of Gorman know the undeniable truth. What about the weapons?
We start our own armory.
Ever done anything like this before?
Kind of. I've dabbled.
Still?
Yeah.
It's a military transport. It won't be easy.
He's like, you're speaking my language.
I'm gonna need some swatches sent over. You're gonna want to check the radio. And if everything is fine, I would love to get a tour of Palmo by night.
By night.
You can call for me at the hotel, as you wish. Thank you.
I love that. It's a little culture, you know?
My heart goes out to you.
Caro Rylance is a prominent businessman and politician in Palmo. I've been dealing with him directly.
And we're sure they're buying the story? We're skeptically confident, sir.
Skeptically confident.
I think they're planning already. They're inexperienced, but very eager.
How often those attributes align?
Little twitch.
Yeah.
The plan, your plan, to bait Gorman as a prize for outside agitators needs to begin somewhere. This could be that moment.
How may we assist?
Okay.
Schedules need to remain consistent. The information I pass them needs to be accurate.
I'll need oversight on military security.
Done?
When it's over, we need to calibrate retribution carefully. We want them growing bolder. They need to see what winning feels like.
Wow.
I'll make sure things don't get out of hand.
This is very highly complex manipulation.
Yeah.
We'll keep you briefed.
Her face.
Yeah.
She does always look like she smelled a fart.
If I say this is the greatest day of my life.
Oh my God.
Does it spoil everything?
It's good to see you happy.
Oh.
Their relationship is fascinating.
Yeah.
Because, I can't tell when she enjoys anything.
Yeah. He likes it, though.
I know all the variations, in theory. I just need more practice. So we can lose the boy.
What does that mean?
He's seen too much.
Oh,
no.
damn.
If you're ready, then I'll get rid of him. He's a good engineer.
Dang.
But we have you. What about the people who sent him?
boy.
Accidents happen.
Wow.
Dang, so cold.
I was hoping you could come along. You lack confidence, Bloody.
Yeah, that's a lot. The things.
The number of variations I'm carrying right now is driving me crazy. If I could focus on one single variation, one,
Right.
I'd have the confidence you're looking for.
Yeah. He's
a
got
lot.
9.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And they're all complicated.
Marquez Moon, Neen Valley, Station 4 Junction. Tubes has all of the pipe numbers. Thank you.
Okay.
Moment. We'll keep him for now.
Saved his life.
Damn,
at least
yeah, that was
temporarily.
close, yeah. But is he
But-
just buying time? Like he's gonna get killed anyway.
I think he
Get out of
knows
this,
something's
yeah.
up.
But it seemed like he was trying to get information as well, so...
The Tinian Codex in Skulden's office collection.
What about it? What have you heard?
You're just now telling him?
There's another piece. The Choreo Chalice, apparently it's a forgery. They're going to examine everything in the collection.
Oh boy.
They'll find our microphone.
Wow.
You heard this on the bug.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking everything out the day after the party.
Yeah, what do? Are we going to the party? Can we, like, swipe it?
They never send more than 3 at a time. The ones we're interested in always travel alone.
What a shot. Man, they spent their money on this show.
Yeah.
30 meters down, we have a transport waiting.
Wow.
We slide the cargo to the bottom and disappear.
Let's keep making avoidable mistakes.
Let's keep overreacting.
Wow.
The Hollow News buyout, Skulden courting the Grand Vizier.
Bits and pieces, that's all we ever got. 2 years of bits and pieces.
You agreed to it.
I'll let you talk me into it.
You're becoming insufferable.
Oh my God.
We have to take it out at the party.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If we can't.
Well, then we're screwed.
It's just kiboshed.
We should be prepared.
Yeah.
Shit's getting real.
Ready enough to do it on his own. No help from you.
I think so.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You think? Or you know?
It's knife.
Yeah, it's up to him now. It's up to him.
I was gonna kill him. I called it.
Traitor!
What?
He realized he was a traitor because he was asking for that intel.
Wow.
He's been transmitting to the Empire.
Or they planted that on him.
Go quickly, comrades. Whatever you don't take, we burn. We will not be back this way again.
I mean, he's seen sus, honestly.
Sure, yeah.
It's on you, boy.
No pressure. I thought he was gonna
Check yourself. Did I pee myself?
I thought he was gonna say something, but like that exhale was everything.
Yeah. For real.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're in with a rough crowd now, buddy. Oh, so cool.
Hijacking the carrier, yes, can be done. But can you and your people do it alone? I don't think so. How much help do we need?
A lot.
Keeps asking the same question.
It's not stealing things that's difficult. It's getting away.
That's right.
But you won't be doing that.
Because you're going to stay here.
You'll be living at the scene of the crime.
Right.
Worse than that.
That's right.
Advertise what you've done.
Yeah.
Let it continue. Let them build what they want. Let them persecute us for no reason.
Yeah,
and tighten the news every time we cry out. Is that what you suggest? Is that truly your recommendation? I have more questions than recommendations.
Let's ask them.
Not much of a revolutionary, are you?
It's just a different approach.
Yeah.
Perhaps not.
He's a survivor.
Good day to you.
And he tries to play the smart game.
And tell your friend, I'm not impressed.
Hey, it sounds like you're talking about me.
But they're playing right into the Empire's hands. They just don't realize because they're so naive. It's exactly what Dedra said, you know. It's like, we just need some people on the rebel side to make some rash, stupid decisions.
Right.
I was a prisoner. Him in a work camp in the jungle. No droids, no beasts, just like, men.
That's great and all. I'm really trying to concentrate, so I would love it if you could just be quiet.
All men died fast. Just dropped where they stood. When we came back, the next day there'd be nothing but a bone or two where they went down.
Wow.
200-300 men. Boys, really. Back and forth until the only thing you could remember was back and forth.
Oh.
It looks so precarious.
I feel nervous.
Everyone, all at once. Even the guards.
Ooh.
You could feel your skin
he's nervous.
coming alive.
We can't mess up.
You could feel it before you could smell it. So they all panicked and ran away, but it was new to me.
Oh.
I can barely focus on his story. Whew.
It's done.
I guess he's like addicted to this stuff, maybe? But I thought it was fuel. Yeah, look, he's gonna breathe it in. You're not supposed to. Maybe
I've always loved you.
What are you doing?
Yes.
How can you do that?
Because I understand it. Because she's my sister, Rido, and she loves me. It's that burn. You feel how badly she wants to explode? Remember this. Remember this moment.
You are crazy.
Yeah.
You think I'm crazy?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Well, at least we got confirmation.
Look at us. Unloved, hunted, cannon fodder. We'll all be dead before the Republic is back, and yet, here we are. Where are you, boy? You're here. You're not with Luthen, you're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
He's a crazy, passionate, charismatic speaker.
Yeah, he's got to him. He's got to him. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Just take your hands off the wheel like Fight Club.
All right, old kid. For the fuel. For the thing that explodes when there's too much friction in the air.
What a beautiful shot. Goodness gracious.
And this is how you radicalize.
Let it in. Let it run. Let it run wild.
Dang.
It's all right.
Wow.
So, let's stop making avoidable mistakes.
You love that, don't you? I know I'm going to hear it from you.
Oh, you know that because I've already said it in real life.
It's such. It is such a jabby line. Stop making avoidable mistakes.
I mean, in this particular instance, the stakes are so damn high that you really can't afford avoidable mistakes.
Sure.
You know,
I get that.
The whole operation is completely compromised if, you know. And so I can understand his frustration.
He was doing that thing where he was just trying to shift blame the whole time because he's freaking out. So he's like, I don't want to admit that like I might be at fault or have any responsibility towards this. So he's just trying to shift the blame to her and be like, it's all your fault. You suggested this, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, okay, I appreciate that in that moment she was like,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're in this predicament now. This is what we have to do. And the stakes are really, really high.
Yeah, she totally pulled that together in a way that was unexpected and very un-Achara-like. Achara is what I call an amp. She will amp the energy in the room. Whatever is going on, whatever conflict is going on, she will match you and she will surpass you.
That's right. Oh, yes, and that.
She will gorilla the shit out of the energy.
How crazy do you want to go? Because I will go there and then beyond. So no, I'm not that calm person. And so I appreciate that when I see it in a situation where she's just like, yo.
I love that she did that.
Calm down.
Because it doesn't do you any good to have both people losing their shit. One person at a time gets to do that. The other person has to take the other side.
That person will always be me, losing my shit in the corner.
All right.
I'm doubling down on this. Anyway, no, that was.
You can't have two people pushing the same side of the car. You gotta have one person on each side. Physics. So,
okay, fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I'm just talking about balance.
Okay.
You know, otherwise, it's like, where does it get them to just keep bickering and trading blame? You know. So I actually, her character has been like very quiet and just proceeding forward, but with a quiet nervousness the entire time. I really like how that actress is playing it. She's very. I mean, the whole cast is extremely believable, but she does stand out to me as just, you know, I don't know how to describe it very well.
She has like a quiet intensity. I think oftentimes
she's definitely on mission. You know?
And I think oftentimes in life we can overlook people who seem quiet, but there's often like a lot going on.
Right.
You know, like, because a lot of the time quiet people are quiet because, you know what? You learn a lot more information when you shut the F up and you look and you listen because guess what? People talk.
Right.
And it's interesting that like her whole job is basically listening. That's what she does. And so she has this really nice thing where, you know, she does seem very cool, calm and collected all of the time. But as things are progressing, as the stakes are getting higher and as the risk of being found out is like reaching a crescendo, you do feel like the panic. It's like what they say about is it like swans? Swans are so graceful when you look at them above the water, right? They're just like gliding along. But if you look underneath, their little legs are just like just like furiously paddling. So that's the energy.
With all the listening going on, I was immediately reminded of all things of a poster of the movie The Lives of Others. I feel like I saw the trailer a long time ago, but it says on Google, this film, a German drama, explores the life of Stasi officer in East Germany who was assigned to spy on a playwright and his actress lover. The movie delves into the ethical considerations and personal impact of eavesdropping and surveillance.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that kind of deals with that.
Right.
But it does always feel like something of World War I or II.
Right.
You know, that era.
Yeah, because it's like privacy, right? Like where do you draw the line? Where can you be safe? And I guess the answer is nowhere.
Right. Well, everything is intel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people are more likely to talk about things when they think that they're safe and when they think that they're comfortable. You know?
Everything in this show has purpose. It's done to serve the narrative. So it's interesting that when Syril and what's her name? When she was like, turn out the lights.
Oh, Dedra.
Dedra, when she kept insisting, turn out the lights, I'm like, okay, what is this show saying to me about her? Because she cannot be comfortable to just like make love with the lights on.
Some people prefer it, but yeah.
But yes, but we're taking that out of it.
But yes,
this is
yes.
about her character. Like,
exactly.
What is it saying about her? This isn't just a preference. Like, what does it say about her?
She can't be wild in the light. I don't know, because like, think about it, right? In the light, where everybody can see her, she's always so...
She can't be vulnerable.
Exactly.
Okay.
She's like rigid. She's...
Perfect.
Yeah. Like I really love the costume design in the show as well, because when I look at her, down to her haircut...
Straight.
It's straight.
Yeah.
There's nothing like out of place, nothing wild and free about her. Like when her hair is slicked back, it's like back, you know, and her uniform, her outfits, even at home, are just perfectly angular, no bright colors, blah, blah, blah. And so...
Intimacy is messy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And vulnerable, as you say. So...
And so I can't tell if the intimacy for her is just perfunctory, or it's like just something she has to do, or if she actually enjoys it. Like the show's not diving into that.
No.
Which, honestly, I'm a little surprised that it didn't dive into that. It didn't dive into that with Cass and Bix, and it didn't dive into it with them. Not that we need it. I don't need a scene like that, but I'm just saying, like, they showed the other with the tape, the grape.
Sure.
You know, with the attempted grape.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to go there, something that easily gets a YouTube video demonetized, I don't see why we aren't getting the other side of it with them, you know?
With like love and passion and all of that. I don't know. I feel like seeing Bix and Cass together in that moment, for me, was enough for even more intimacy than I would get from seeing like a love scene like that.
That's fair. I can see that.
I thought that was just so beautiful.
It was beautiful. Yes. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think I'm more harping on okay, to go back to the grape, right? I got the point without them going there. That's, I guess, my point, right? They went really far with it. They didn't obviously go all the way.
Yeah.
But they went really far, and I'm like, you went further than you needed to for me to understand what the intention was here. That's what I mean. And so if you're going to go beyond the point of expressing the intention, like, I'm just saying, like, we could have gotten a little more of their
People
you know.
are more comfortable with violence than they are with sex, I feel.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I think the threshold for comfortability or whatever is like, yeah, we can show someone nearly being attacked in that way.
Yeah.
However, we're not going to be showing.
Just so you guys know, just saying the word grape without the G, just saying the word tape, it can get you in trouble on YouTube, that you can get demonetized. And like the fact that that's a thing with YouTube would lead me to believe that that's just a thing in general that like is a little bit more, you know, where you wouldn't necessarily say that in a PG-13 film today, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
The rules are a little different. Like even just a character smoking invites a different set of rules with movie ratings now.
Sure.
And so anyway, get back on track here. There is a film called Network, and there's a lovemaking scene in that movie, lovemaking. And you're seeing this woman who is so fiercely like just entrenched in her job that even while she's lovemaking, she can't stop talking about her job the entire time.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the thing that's going on at work, and I guess it might even be that job excites her so much that it excites her in the moment.
More so than the physical act.
Well, no. It's just integrated into the physical act as part of like helping her to complete. And I kind of wanted to see what it was between Dedra and Syril.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? What is that? I'm just so damn curious. Like, what does that feel like? What does it look like?
Yeah, I mean, their relationship is like really interesting because the whole blocking of that scene where he arrives home and he just stands there and she's like far away from him.
Yeah.
And then like they walk over and what did he kiss her? Or she kissed him. But anyway, it was like on the cheek, right?
Yeah.
And so you're expecting them to, they haven't seen each other in a long time. You're expecting this like big embrace, like maybe like a smooch on the lips or like a French kiss or something. But it's just a very like...
Yeah, it's rigid.
They're so rigid,
Yeah.
both of these characters, and I guess it's just really interesting to see how two people like that behave in a relationship.
Right.
Maybe that is their relationship, and they're comfortable in
Something
that
happened when the
space.
lights turned off. Okay, so I'm not even one who is like chasing after an intimate scene, like where you're showing stuff. I'm not the guy who looks for that in a movie. You know this very well.
I know, yes.
But like, this is an instance where I'm damn curious. Like, okay, how does that play out? That's all. It's like he's hooked. She's got like they are entrenched. They've coalesced emotionally.
Yes.
Right.
They've bonded.
But like, they don't even look like they enjoy intimacy, or at least she doesn't. So when that moment happened where he goes, if I say this is the greatest day of my life, will that taint it? I'm paraphrasing, obviously.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's nice to see you happy. She's saying words that I recognize, but the way she's delivering it is so weird. Not a diss at the actress. She's doing fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like, who says things like that in that way?
Right. And the interesting thing is like they're both, it's almost like suppressing their emotions. He's like, because you would think if someone's going like, oh my God, is it weird if I say that this is like the happiest day of my life? Like, is that going to ruin everything? You'd think that you would be able to see more of it outwardly. And like, you do kind of see it. Like, he looks a little bit happier.
He's containing his
He's just like trying to like stamp down on it so much. Like you can't show that you're happy.
No, but you know what though? I recognize him. I recognize that. Like, he's trying to keep it together. Right, and he's not trying to spoil it. I can see that. It's her she's like a robot. Would you like to love make now? You know, it's, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
sure.
C-3PO's got more emotion than she does, and that's obviously by design. So, hence, I am so curious about this lovemaking between them.
Okay,
anyway,
we've talked about this at length.
Ad nauseum.
I'm pretty sure people watching the episode were like, okay, interesting, but why are we still talking about the sex that didn't happen? So,
well, it did. We just didn't see it.
Oh yeah, that we didn't see happen.
And we see Syril with his mom again.
Yes.
That didn't really tell me how that. I'm not gonna say it didn't. I'm gonna just put it on you. Tell me how that furthered the story this time. Like, he gave her the spider, and then there's a part of me that thinks he's gonna murder his mom or something. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. She's just so freaking mean to him.
Like, why did we get that scene? It's just another straw on the camel's back of how she's belittling him and taking him apart, like just tearing at his soul. So
yeah, everything is like a backhanded compliment with her, or even not even a compliment. It's all disguised in niceties. But
she's like, I'm gonna call it Syril, and then she proceeds to give it attributes that are awful.
Yeah.
While like dragging it on the table. I just see her getting murdered at some point. Like, there's just no two ways about it.
Maybe, and then we'll be like, yeah, see, you had that coming. You should have been nicer to your son. He went crazy. Yeah. I don't know. But I enjoy her. I enjoy when she's on screen. I like her voice. I like the way she is bringing life to this awful character.
Yeah, the acting's phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing her.
I don't either from a performance perspective. I just feel like there's no fat in this. So why did they show that to us?
Maybe we'll find out later when she dies.
No, okay. Everything's speculation for this conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, like, why do you think that is? And my conclusion is that it's kind of hinting at, like, he's going to be done with her in a second. They were already hinting at that when he cut off the call with her, and he was, I forgot what he said exactly, but it was something to the effect of, oh, yeah, it's fine that we have distance. She's,
I mean, speaking as someone whose relationship with her mother improved drastically when thousands of miles were put between us, yeah. It helps. It also helps to be able to turn that off, Like I was saying in the earlier episode, it's like you have the option to just end the call, which I have done several times because, you can do that when you're living at home and your mom is constantly on your case
badgering you
and berating you. There's no off button for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's having some distance. He's growing.
He's tasted freedom.
Yeah. Although, dude, I forget his name, but Deirdre's boss, her mentor, he was kind of mean to him too. He had that,
yeah, but he didn't catch it.
He didn't catch it, like that kind of backhanded comment about like people being inexperienced and overly enthusiastic, but that is Syril right now.
Yeah.
He's so happy to be a part of this. He's so happy to be helping or, doing whatever he can to further the cause. He's kind of sweet in his own way.
See, okay, so Syril to me, like, he is after greatness. What is Dedra after? Because she's not suppressed, right? She's not oppressed.
No. I think she's like a bloodhound in a way where she's like, I really, really just want to figure this out. I think she's committed to the Empire. And I think she is after greatness because that conversation that she had with her colleague when, she was trying to be like, oh, we could help each other out. We could work together. And she's like, you could even take the credit. And he's like, some of us don't care about that, unlike you. She's like,
Shots fired.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that was quite telling for her character because, to a certain extent, she does want the glory.
Pivoting over to Forrest Whitaker and that whole crew. Saw when he was talking to his boy and going, like, how much do you know? Like, can we get rid of him now? And blah, blah, blah. For some reason, I just had this weird suspicion based on the way they were going back and forth that maybe the guy who was supposed to be learning all the code was a spy for some reason. Like, there was just something slightly off about him, and I couldn't quite tell what.
Yeah.
And so when Forrest Whitaker turned the gun on him, I wasn't completely surprised by that.
I was.
Because I'm like, something like, because the show will kind of do the unexpected on occasion, right?
Yeah.
And that was a moment of like, that's a perfect opportunity to do the unexpected because they're not going to kill this kid. I don't know why. I can feel it in my bones. They're not going to kill him.
Well, they didn't kill him earlier. I was sure that he was going to die like in the third episode. I think it was the third episode. But they killed the other guy instead. So this kid is living. And now he's fully
immersed.
Yeah. He's, we're kind of getting to see all of the different facets, right? Because we're seeing the people who fight for the rebellion because they're feeling oppressed, and it's just coming together and fighting for our community and doing what we feel is right. And then we see how people who go from that, who've witnessed atrocities, go from that and then join another crew who are way more violent and radicalized. And we see how Saw's story affected him to the point where he's like, you're crazy, but I'm drinking the Kool-Aid now.
Right.
I have joined.
The initial scene with Diego Luna and I don't know what you call it, this faction of people living there, the spies.
The Gormans?
The Gormans that are, but the spies, right? Not the spies, but the people who are the rebellion.
The insurgents.
The insurgents.
Yeah.
When she meets him at the tea shop, it was interesting the way that played out because when people were walking by, Diego Luna was being very obvious about looking around and blah, blah, blah. And she was more chill and focused on him. And yet he was attacking her for being such an eager beaver and like taking way too many risks, especially in that exchange alone. It's like, you don't know who I am. Like this could have, I could have been the Empire, you know?
Right. But it's so interesting as well because he's giving them some like
Sound advice. And the thing is they've already bought into it. Right. Well, we have it's the dramatic irony that we know more.
Of course. But she or any of her group, they haven't even thought about the possibility that Syril might be a plant from the Empire, which he is. Because they're just so, like, optimistic, inexperienced, enthusiastic, that they're like, oh my God, you know, we've gotten in. And they don't have the experience or the inherent suspicion, I guess, that someone...
They're like the aliens in Galaxy Quest.
Right. They're like, oh my God. Yes.
Like they're smart enough to build this. They're smart enough to craft and build this crazy spaceship, but not to realize that this guy's a fraud.
Right. Yeah. And so I am curious to see if there will be a moment when like Cassian and Syril will cross paths.
No, they definitely will.
And how that's going to play out. But I feel like it might be too late by the time that happens.
Yeah, I enjoyed the exchange at the bar when Cassian was like, okay, so hold on. So you're gonna, usually you try to get away, but you're just gonna be here. And then you're trying to be covert and you're just going to announce what you did.
Right, right. It's like, what are you doing?
You're doing espionage wrong.
No, not just the espionage. It's like, because he's a thief.
Right.
That's his whole thing. And he's like, this isn't normally how thievery goes. Because normally you steal the thing and then you get the hell out.
Well, it's not just him, but the whole crew that he belongs to is like, in that kind of mindset.
Right.
You know, it's very keep it conspicuous or inconspicuous and like secrecy, be covert, get out.
Yeah.
Don't stick around. Like it's one of those things where you gotta burn all the documents once the feds show up.
Exactly.
You know?
Or even like with Saw, it's like, okay, we're leaving now.
Yeah.
Whatever you don't take, we're gonna burn because there can't be any evidence that we were here.
Right. And these guys are the complete antithesis of that.
But they're fighting for what they believe in and they're fighting for their home. So why would they leave?
Right.
Is the question.
It's just interesting because they seem like such a sophisticated crew with the spy tech and all that stuff, and they like able to communicate, like, oh, shut off communications, blah, blah. It seems like they're pretty good at what they do, but they're clearly amateurs in comparison.
Yeah, because they've never pulled off something like this successfully, but they have the heart and the drive to do so. And they also have like the motivation because of their treatment from the Empire, like the massacre and everything.
They have the heart and the drive.
That's right.
They have the heart.
The heart drive.
Heart drive. We got there together.
We did.
You guys, next episode, here we go.
That's such a cool shot.
We had a spot inspection coming out of Gorman.
Pre-flight check complete.
Last episode, they said that it might be more difficult to get into Gorman now as well. Like they're starting to restrict travel. Oh.
They love that shot.
It's so cool, though.
Where it's bolted into the top of the ship.
Calculating for Coruscant. Calculation complete.
So cool. Every single time.
Tell me about the Gorman front. You weren't there very long.
Don't get involved.
That's your assessment, just like that. 2 days in, you barely looked around.
It's dangerous. Yeah, he's...
How do you know what I did?
We heard it didn't go very well.
Oh, you heard? Really?
Then why did you send him?
This morning.
Well, I sent word. They're very prompt, the Gorman.
Oh.
What they are is impatient.
Yeah.
They started too late. Now they're rushing.
That's awfully definitive.
They're not ready, Luthen.
I think they know that. That's why we sent you.
Oh.
The Empire is building an armory in the center of town, but everyone knows the truth. There's nothing to be done about it now. And the more trouble they make, the worse it will be.
There's always something to be done.
Oh, yeah.
What does he want?
They want to hijack an Imperial transport to prove something that everybody already knows is true. Who's gonna care about it?
Wow.
When he puts it that way.
They're gonna have an issue.
They'll be crushed.
Yeah.
They're finally wanting to do something. You tell them to be careful.
Okay. All right. I see.
Doesn't matter to you, does it?
No, it doesn't.
They'll lose their lives.
It's the big picture.
Gorman in play? A new front line against the Empire? A chance for that, that's a triumph. You're thinking small, you're thinking like a thief.
Right.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Yeah.
Think about a planet like Gorman in rebellion. A planet of wealth and status.
He's thinking about the people.
Yeah, because those aren't fighters.
If it goes up in flames,
it will burn. Very brightly.
Wow. Damn, what a perspective on that.
There's coldness on both sides.
Yeah.
But perhaps that's what's needed when you're a leader, as it were.
Well,
you have to know.
Skarsgård is all about that mission.
Yeah. He's willing to make the hard calls and the sacrifices.
Yes.
Waste of time. This piece isn't what we need.
We knew that already.
I thought seeing it in person would make a difference.
Okay.
You were sourcing another item.
It's being delivered as we speak.
Okay.
She's zonked out. Or is she gonna put a
I
gun on
hope
him?
that she's just zonked out and not something else. Okay, phew.
I had a feeling you were on your way.
Everything's tidied up. Yeah, see, this is the romance, right? That you were looking for between Dedra and Syril.
You must be hungry.
Hey, you okay?
We're all wondering.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, she's not okay.
Was it dangerous?
Gorman? No, just all talk. A waste of time.
Uh-huh.
It's Luthen that scared me.
He came after you left.
Okay.
Didn't realize how shabby the place looked.
What do you, yeah.
Yeah.
How's that gonna go?
He waits for me to leave. He comes
Right.
when you're alone.
He changed his mind, so...
I rode back with him this afternoon. He never mentioned.
He didn't say anything.
It happened.
I know it happened, Bix. That's not what I'm saying.
You can't trust him.
Is that? He knows you need a rest.
Oh, she doesn't like that.
I would have gone if he asked.
That's not the point. He's so pissed off, he's not gonna tell me.
Maybe he just wants us to waste our time talking about it.
Maybe.
Now he can't focus.
Yeah.
He can't focus at all.
What? Ooh.
Wow. What a piece. Oh, it's a doorbell? Okay, we got some words to exchange, buddy.
What are you doing here?
You come to the house and you mess with Bix. You mess with her behind my back.
You realize what you're putting at risk right now.
Yeah.
You'll have brought a medallion that was missing from a shipment that Kleya took this afternoon. A Darvian medallion. So thank you for this, coming all this way.
What's wrong with you?
This is the second time today you let me down. I thought it would be interesting if you didn't. But now you both disappointed me.
Wow.
It's most important, right? How it goes for you.
What's most important is the cause.
He's compromising this whole front.
Yeah.
Oh, but Gorman looks too painful. Bix is too vulnerable.
I give you everything.
This fury, this lack of control, violating every protocol we live by. Soft on Gorman, but willing to protect Bix at any cost.
Wow.
We are not droids, Luthen.
Right.
We are not who we were when we started.
Oh, that's also true.
Or you'll have to decide at what point it becomes too large a problem. Unless that's what you're doing right now.
Oh, no.
He would never.
It's gonna be up to you.
I want her as strong as you do.
It would just be easier if I was alone. I came with you to be part of something. You want my blood. You helped me work this out.
Thank you for the medallion. Coming all this way.
You're welcome.
The way he looked at that.
Yeah. The contrast between them is so interesting as well because Cassian's just so like
Emotional?
Yeah. And then Luthen's just very
In character.
cold.
Yeah.
Morning, gentlemen. Just who I wanted to see, so it was all a meeting.
Uh-oh. Could it have been an email?
Our cousins in military intelligence have been salivating over our interrogation results and have convinced the Emperor that Dr. Gorst is too valuable to be a one-man ISB asset. He's to be expanded into a program.
Oh my god.
The Navy's donated a facility here in Coruscant. I want the two of you to represent our interests in this.
Okay.
I'm counting on you to keep watch on these idiots.
An honor, sir.
Really? It's an assignment. Calibrate your enthusiasm.
Yes.
Calibrate your enthusiasm. Wow.
He just wants to be a good boy.
He's like,
There's no winning.
You're taking the lead on this. Why did I say that? Fill me in after you've What?
wow.
He's just trying to do right by everybody. Okay. There we go. You look good.
Hey, girl.
It's been a minute.
Do you know where it's going? It's not far. I thought we should meet first.
I was told they don't know what they're doing.
That's why we're not doing much. It's fast, it's simple. You've brought the fuses.
More than enough. We get a look at it tonight.
And the crew, whole thing. If we don't like it, we walk.
Every single line is "I miss you."
Yeah.
I told Luthen that I would only take this assignment if you were on it.
Hey.
Aw.
You're the only reason I'm here.
Okay.
Right back at you, sis.
I had to rest up for a while.
That's why she's been out of touch.
I had time to think.
Wish I'd known.
I thought about you.
Every day.
Okay.
I'll have what she's having.
It's easy.
Our friend in Gorm.
He's just reached out, sir. There's an ISB field agent on site. They believe a rebel attack is imminent.
And the shipments are running smoothly.
Yes, sir.
She looks quite proud.
You walk a very narrow path, Dedra. Syril must never know what this is all really about.
Oh.
I remind myself constantly, sir.
Damn.
Oh. Oh.
What's the fastest they could get here?
8 minutes.
Wait.
Man, we can slow them down.
Is the relationship a fraud? It's not a real.
No, I think the relationship's real, but she's using him. That's what I think, anyway.
We need all the weapons we can get.
Tantem lidsam.
Morgul creux. We're not just here to make a point. Some of us want to protect ourselves.
Don't.
Don't what?
Don't talk. Don't think.
Just do.
Do as you are told. If you can't manage that, you don't belong here.
Right. You'll just screw the whole operation.
Wow.
Screw the pooch.
Tell me about the neighborhood.
3 families here, another 2 at the back, both with children.
This building is empty at night.
Okay.
Do we control these rooftops?
And we can always lock a few doors.
Let's talk about the back end. Every person in this room needs at least 2 alternative exit plans.
Okay.
Down below. You're driving the transport, right? You're the end of our line, which means you do not move under any circumstances until you are told to do so. By who?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've put a lot into this.
Okay. All right, then do it yourself.
Ibu mega poverando.
Your time means nothing. Prep is useless if you can't follow orders.
Right. Right.
That's right.
These guys have been through it multiple times. You might as well listen.
Like, do you want to be right or you do want to win?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good plan. You've picked the right spot. Nobody needs weapons, everyone has a way out, but right now it is just a plan.
Right. So.
We're here because you've never done anything like this. I can't stress this enough. You're all going to need to respect the chain of command.
They do not. At all.
We'll drop it and cover you for 6 minutes after that, but we do not go. Unless everyone here agrees to do exactly as they've been told.
Right. Someone's not going to do what
possible,
they're being
this
told.
would be the time to say so.
You mean now?
Right now.
Yeah. Lady.
Everybody on board, say team.
Team!
When are you planning to do this?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, so soon?
That's quick.
Intelligence gets stale. You might be too late already.
Wow. Yeah.
That's more it is.
Wow.
Is that excitement? Is that nervous? Uncertainty? Everything she said, I agreed with. Like, there was not a single line where I'm like, nah.
Yeah, no, it's true. In a situation like that.
We're not stupid. We have the trigger. If it doesn't feel right, we'll walk away.
I'm sorry I hurt you.
Oh.
I was confused. Luthen should have told me you were in trouble.
He doesn't tell everybody anything.
No, he doesn't tell anyone shit.
He shouldn't have let you say no. He should have told me. We're worth more to him separately than together.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's something we'll have to talk to him about.
It's not going to get you anywhere. He's all about that mission.
And everyone is an asset.
Everyone's expendable.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get busy.
Let's
Come on.
go. Penguin kiss.
Penguin?
Okay. All right. We're just continually making up for episode 9. That background lesbian kiss in episode 9.
Oh.
Just like this afterthought.
Driver's here.
Oh.
Is that a camera?
Must be. I love the outfit, though. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. Yeah, that's how you show wealth. Tons of fabric. Hey, what's up?
Yo.
That was my last investiture party of the season. No, you're family now. You're in for the show. Good luck with it.
That was a nice, fun little
Yeah.
quick guest appearance.
This is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it?
It's part of the plan that it doesn't. But it does feel like something is going to go wrong, the way it's
setting up now.
Being shot, edited, and music.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on schedule with the targeted shipment?
Yes, sir. We're all set here.
How do they seem?
They're on time.
Be careful in that tunnel.
Bye, babe. Love you.
Everyone take your positions and be ready.
Okay.
Is he sure?
All right, the party's about to start.
Right. Oh, man.
What's going on with him?
With who?
Syril.
He's keeping...
I know, but like, is there more to it than what's on the surface?
I haven't heard from my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably just being careful.
I'll tell her to check in with me.
Something urgent she needs knowing?
Yes. I care about her.
Yeah. He doesn't
It's
get
like
that. He
that.
doesn't understand human.
He doesn't understand love.
Yeah.
Perhaps you remember me. Kleya? You came by the shop to find something for your wife. We had a fascinating conversation. Your friends will think we're flirting. There's no harm in that, is there?
Yeah.
Out of your mind.
Look flirty. There we go. Good girl.
Do as I say, and everything will be fine.
Yeesh.
Oh,
I
God.
would.
That would bring me
She's
so much
scary.
comfort hearing those words.
Target is en route.
Dang. All the stakes are high. Oh my God. Is this the last time we see these
This
two?
is our latest
Yeah.
And the miracle man who helped secure this very special piece is actually here with us tonight. Director Krennic.
Oh.
Sure you've met before.
Oh, yes, I've been a guest at her committee several occasions.
How pleasant to see you free of the witness stand.
What a festive evening this has become.
Ah, yes, the Lost 10. This is a very rare, special piece. We're very lucky to acquire.
You guys are walking loud.
I know.
I'm showing you something special.
Any idea who's in this room right now?
You're not smiling.
Yeah.
It's my favorite object in the collection. I was heartbroken when we sold it. Luthen will tell them that's why I'm so keen on visiting with it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Woo. Ow, ow, ow. What a landing. Cool.
They've done it. The carrier's down. Repeat, the carrier is down.
We're in play.
God.
Isn't it beautiful?
You're risking everything.
Move slightly to your left.
Tell me what you're doing.
Just.
I'm removing a listening device from this piece, and you're going to help me
Yeah.
by looking at you.
He's sweating.
The Tinian Codex was forged 2,000 years ago.
Oh my God, bro, just help her out.
Considered a disability.
What were you going to do if I wasn't here?
Anything I had to.
Right.
This is do or die, Lonnie, so move to your left.
Yeah.
Listen closely because we may be tested.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's a great story.
Wow.
Oh.
She is Luthen number 2.
Yeah.
Just do what you have to.
Send it down the sewer. What a shot. That must be
Okay.
a drone. That's very well done.
Yeah. All right. So far, so
Yo,
good, but
that was an ambitious shot.
oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
The detail of her missing it initially was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it feels real.
Does it feel too easy?
Smooth is faster.
Okay.
Tinians believed all language could be reduced to touch. Their skin was so sensitive.
It's stuck?
It's already been replaced, hasn't it?
Has it?
How much longer?
It's stuck.
They're offloading.
Oh my God. Nothing can be easy.
No.
They're using the spillway tunnels. They're moving quickly.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Who are you?
That's not what you think it is.
Go home. Go not to home. Oh my God, you're gonna break it, aren't you? Oh no, Luthen.
Shift right.
They're almost here.
Shift right.
Away.
Bitch, do what she said.
Do as I say.
Thank you.
Vulnerable? What's the word for people who skin trespassers alive?
Is that what they did?
Huh.
They had their own code of conduct.
Thank God for this conflict in conversation.
Yeah.
Put both hands on top.
Why?
Just do it.
Hold it steady.
Oh my God. Ugh. Whew.
Is it Drina?
Do or die, baby. Drina,
She's not here.
She wandered off.
the getaway driver.
We have a minute.
I'll clean up the fuses.
Okay.
Help them finish.
1 minute.
Oh my God.
Because she was helping that old lady.
This is about to all go belly up.
Yeah. Lonnie. Oh my God.
Why is it stuck?
Temik binor e balor. Kumbitem sampit zemobinor skedador. Skedador.
What the hell?
The guy looks tough.
Treno freshek.
He. Oh no. No! You were not supposed to have a blaster.
Talam bishikitren.
Oh boy.
What did you get? Who did you shoot?
Who got shot? Who got shot?
No.
No. No.
Oh, no.
No. Are you for real?
He can't move.
Damn.
Call the response team. And come in loud. Make sure they know we're on the way.
Damn, she looks turned on.
I need help. We have to go. Okay, we have to go.
It's your fault that this whole thing happened,
Yeah.
you jerk. You were told. You were told. You.
I understand. This piece is a favorite of yours.
Her thing's not there. Her.
Yeah.
It's very special.
Why?
Her hand.
It's a book. You read by touch.
Thank you.
Your hand. It's from a planet where blindness was considered a gift.
We're gonna see underneath, and it's still in there.
Closing my eyes.
to wonder at another world.
It's still there.
She got it. She must have got it. Tell
No.
me.
We don't know.
Come on. We have to go.
She probably would have died instantly.
And there's the getaway. But not without a loss.
Right.
All for a sham plan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you crying? Are you? Look at me.
We can't.
I'm not going to say remember this because I don't have to. This is on you now.
Yep.
You're taking her with you wherever you go for the rest of your useless life. Don't you look away from me.
I'm sorry. I'm so
She was a warrior. She was a blooded, fearless warrior whose loss will be mourned in ways that you will never understand.
Man.
Don't you dare cry. You'll make up for this forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that hits right in the gut. Man.
Yeah. That was powerful.
You're welcome.
Oh, she did it.
Of course she did.
Hurts from smiling.
Complain all you like, it worked.
You should have killed Krennic while we were up there.
That's the spirit.
Man, I feel bad for her.
That was a really, really powerful performance.
Oh, this dude. This dude. I knew we'd see him again.
Oh, shit.
Oh, she's visiting him.
Get in the chair.
Oh, yes, please. Can we give him a taste of his own medicine? You little wimp. You don't even remember.
I feel like forever.
Oh, nice. Nice. Payback's a bitch.
Yeah, you made this. Well, maybe she'll scramble his brains so much that, like, he won't be able to train the team to do this.
Okay.
Because that's what they want. All right, girl.
Boom.
How's that feel?
Oh, he's just
She's just going to leave him there
he's gonna go crazy.
for ages. Yeah. Too long. I don't feel bad about it, though.
I'm surprised she didn't hurt him.
She didn't hurt him. She's hurting him mentally.
Right.
Nobody's allowed in here.
Dang.
Whoa, what a stunt. That guy took it like a champ. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was nice.
Aha! Yes, baby. Yay. Screw this. He's like, baby, let me make it right. Let me take care of you my way.
Well, hold up. So, because I thought the whole point was to keep that guy confined, like Clockwork Orange or something, but then they drew attention to it with the explosion, so he's not going to be there that long.
Oh, I guess not, but,
Unless it is a scrambler of some kind. Like.
But what he said to her originally was, it's not actually on you for a long time. It's just going to feel like forever when it's on.
Gotcha.
So who knows, however many minutes it took her to walk down and leave, he's probably been through a whole lot anyway.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And so taking him out also means that he's now not going to be able to train this new faction of the ISB. So I don't know if they knew that, but that was cool. Yeah.
How did you feel about the way they handled the whole thing with her trying to get that out? Because, like, there was a lot of buildup around it, and then cut to they've already moved away. That her and the other guy who's the informant. Like, there wasn't a moment where, like, they move up and then they shuffle to the side. So we don't, you know what I mean? It's just cut to.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I didn't mind it. It didn't bother me to not see that moment where they're like, shit, okay, we gotta go. I think it was done so that we could have the reveal at the end when
That she
she's
had
walking with Luthen. She's like, yeah, I got it, of course. Like, was there ever any doubt she's so capable? Yeah. Why? You didn't like that?
I like the whole episode. There was like, it's one of those things that's like a teeny tiny chink in the armor where I'm like, oh, you could have gotten one more out of me though. You could have gotten one more like, oh no, out of me.
Right.
You know, it's like that one more scare that Spielberg wanted out of Jaws. Is just like, you could have gotten one more out of me. Of just like they come over and then she moves, but we don't actually know what happened underneath the surface.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And she's hiding that blood in her hand or whatever. Like, there's ways they could have amped that up even more to increase the tension for the audience. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
Because they were doing such a good job. The thing is, like, they cut to her hand still stuck on that for so long. I'm like, this is very prolonged, and it's making me very uncomfortable. You know, which is by design. That's what it's supposed to do, is make you uncomfortable. And so it sort of felt like it just jumped forward to the end, like, oh, it's over already, in terms of that moment. I felt like it was kind of it was taken from me prematurely. And I was just like, oh, no, but I wanted to feel the anxiousness a little more. So, but the way that whole thing was put together with her and the other dude and her telling him to move left, move right, these little things in order to keep the, what do you call it, the veneer alive, you know?
Right. I mean, it really emphasizes just how professional like she is and Luthen is, you know, because they're panicking under the surface, right? Like they're concerned, but they're also very calm throughout. And it's just like, this is the mission. This is what we have to do. And even though Lonnie is in, you know, he's their informant in the Empire and like in the ISB or whatever, he doesn't have that level of professionalism when it comes to espionage. And so he's not being cool. He's asking questions. And I was getting so frustrated because it's like, bro, this is not the time. Okay, this is not the time to ask questions. She says, move to your left, move to your left. If you want to ask questions, fine, but move to your left while you're doing it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's really fascinating how the show does a really great job at showing us who these characters are through their actions and their behaviors and stuff. I really, really appreciate it.
Well, his behavior, his response to everything felt real. You know, because he's not built like them. He's not cut from the same cloth as them.
Right.
He's a different character altogether. And so his impulse to panic and run away actually feels very realistic.
Well, yeah, because, you know, with the rebellion, you're just recruiting a bunch of regular people. And a lot of the time, you know, they are being incredibly brave, but you're not, like you said, you're not built for this. You're not trained for this. And so when the moment arises that the panic starts to come up and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, you know?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not mentally primed for this ruse that you're trying to suck me into.
Right.
You know? Move left, move right. I don't care. I want out of here.
Yeah, like this is really scary. Big boss is right there.
But he stepped up when it counted. You know?
Yeah.
He had the whole little story.
That's cool, yeah.
Because she didn't know what to say.
I think it was also because she had hurt her hand, right? And so in order to properly show it, maybe she might have had to put her hands on it, but he didn't either. But that was like a nice assist to come in at the end there. And then that also corroborates the story that she was telling him. I mean, I think it's interesting every single time, you know, when the characters are going out into their various espionage roles, they're given a briefing on who they are, what happened, what went down. And so she's like, we were flirting and I was showing you this thing. And so he's supporting her story by actually paying attention and being like, she told me this. And so that's how I know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Everything is covered.
We had to lose someone in that
heist.
In that heist sequence. Yeah, with some kind of loss had to happen.
Yep.
Because I'm like watching this unfold, I'm like, something important has to happen here. Otherwise, why are we going through this whole motion? Like, what's the point of it? Because we already know the end game here for our villains in the show. So why are we watching this unfold? And it was all to build up the suspense of learning that guy had a blaster when he shouldn't have had one because he was told not to.
Right.
Only two people were supposed to have one, and of course one of the most important characters in the show gets shot and taken out. And so That's painful. It's like they reunited after so long. They can't have nice things.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is always the way though, right? Usually when you have like a sweet romantic moment or a reunion in this type of movie or show, then yeah, you know that something's gonna happen and it's gonna not go so well. I really thought it was gonna be the two of them getting taken out, but I guess we should have known because I forget who said it now, if it was Cinta or Vel, when they said we're better off like separate. Like we're of more value to him separately than together. I think it was Cinta who said it. And so that should have clued us in that one of them was gonna go.
Explain to me how Syril is being lied to, because I don't understand.
Okay, so this is just what I interpret, and I might be wrong. So if anyone understood this better in the comments, then, you know, do let me know. The way I see it is she's lying to him about the real purpose of what it is, because they're on that.
He doesn't know about the resources.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're on that planet for mining that particular thing, and they're going to mine it to death, right? Yeah, so I guess it comes back round to your question about their relationship, right? Because I think that for Syril, his feelings are genuine. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with you. I think that Cyril's feelings are absolutely genuine. I can't tell if hers are.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where in a movie, if you were dealing with good guys instead of antagonists in the show, at some point that information would come to the surface and they would be like, no, but my feelings for you, those were real.
Right.
You know, that's the conversation that's the inevitable conversation that happens in every story like that. And so I can't tell where this is headed as far as that relationship. I can't tell if at some point she's going to be like, telling him, no, like I do genuinely care about you, but such and such over here.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen. I wonder if it's going to be a moment where he finds out what it is and she just looks at him with that like blank shark-like stare.
And she's just like, it's all business.
And she's just like,
yeah,
like, what did you think? You know, and then suddenly his confidence just like crashed around him and he's like, everything that my mother said about me is true. Sad days.
Oh.
Sad days.
It's entirely possible his mom's going to have to rescue him emotionally.
Yeah, that would be dangerous because then I don't want that to happen to him. But so that's what I think.
Okay.
It means. I really, really liked Vel's little monologue at the end. It really got you. I was tearing up as well, and I think it was just because, like, she did such a good job with maintaining that strength and that strength that she has from being a warrior, like the way that she was talking about Cinta. And you know, like the depth of her love for Cinta. And yet at the same time, it's like, it's the love and the anger existing. And this guy is crying and she can't even cry like the way that he's expressing his emotions and stuff, and she's just like sad and mad.
Yeah.
And
well, it's also the technique that you have often spoken about, right? Where you had the acting class where your teacher presented you a thought experiment and then you're supposed to cry and everyone was just like bawling their eyes out.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, that's great. But the more interesting thing is if you're trying not to.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that.
And so you're seeing the dichotomy of the two here, where one guy's just letting it out and she is trying to keep it contained and be a soldier. And that's the thing is like, but like layered on top of that is all the pain and like all the loss and everything that she's experiencing. And it's all just right there in her eyes. And like the tears are welling up, but she's still staying strong. And there's so much anger in her words without going overboard. It just feels very real in the performance.
Yeah.
I bought into everything that she was feeling in that instant of just like, damn, like she's gone. She's really gone.
And she gets taken out because of an accident. It
Because of
wasn't
incompetence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like she didn't even get like a proper warrior's death or something, like doing something
Valhalla.
cool. Yeah. And like she survived all of that before. And then she gets taken out because some stupid kid didn't follow protocol and brought a blaster to the scene when he shouldn't have, because then you see what happens.
Yeah. A lot of those shots there were so epic, the way it was done. It just reminds me of how much set was... I don't know, it looks like so much set was built for this show. Like, how the hell did they do that? Where you're on the street level, and then you go down into the sewer tunnel thing, and then you're down in the sewers, and there's another thing down there. I'm like, how big is this? Did they stitch this together?
Maybe.
Is this like some 1917 shit? Because it all felt like... a cohesive moment. I could not detect an edit if there was one, if there's stitching two sets together. I was just really impressed at the set design and the use of it and everything like that. The whole thing is just remarkable, and it's craftsmanship and its filmmaking, between the costumes, the lighting, the music, the acting, the editing. The whole thing is just
the world.
awesome.
It's so
the little details.
It's so lived in because of those little details.
Yeah.
And just like, I mean, that's the great thing about Star Wars, is that kind of really does feel lived in because of all these little details that you see in the background, like the way that the tech looks, the way that the different races or species or whatever of beings out and about with the different cultures and costumes, and the animals. I love the animals because, like sometimes you watch, especially more of the recent Star Wars stuff, they're like, oh, this is a cute little space animal. Let's like really hone in and focus on this thing because we're going to try and sell some merch later on. Here I've seen so many cool like critters just hanging around on the edge of scenes and whatnot, and they're just like pets or farm animals, and I'm like, I'm fascinated by these things, and yet it's just like, it's just there in passing and it just makes you feel so much more immersed in the world, I think.
It's just wild that what is arguably the best Star Wars thing that we have gotten in years has not shown us a single Jedi or a single lightsaber. Not once. I'm like, this is... it's interesting to me that there have been no Jedis at all. You'd think you'd see at least one at some point, just like in somewhere. But
it's so fascinating. It's just like everything that's going on. Like we've been saying, like this is definitely a much more mature take on the franchise. And I think also like we're really focusing on the people, just the regular people.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah, which is really nice. And like each episode we're kind of seeing how events are affecting our characters, their emotional state, their relationships and stuff like that. And, so we had like Cinta and Vel, who are a couple. We've got Cassian and Bix, who are a couple. And like how for them, their togetherness, their relationships are so important. And yet for Luthen, who's kind of like, I guess, the boss or the brains behind the operation, he just doesn't care. And I feel like that's an oversight on his part to not think about the humanity of the people that are working with him for this rebellion, this revolution, because he's just discounting how like things make them tick, and so that's a problem too, to just be like, no, it's the mission, it's all or nothing. You guys are better off as like separate assets rather than as a team. But like
he's just looking at them as chess pieces.
Yeah, but we're people, like they're people, and so you can't just treat them like
pawns.
Yeah, pawns, like chess pieces on a board.
Yeah.
Even though maybe ultimately that's what we all are in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, he is on the protagonist side doing what the Empire's doing on their side.
Exactly.
You know?
He's so he's so close, like watching him, how he interacts with our main characters sometimes, like how he talks to them and stuff, and how it's like it's all about the mission, and the way that he just didn't seem to care about
Bix's emotional or mental state.
No, that as well as like the planet.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
about their revolution. It's like,
they'll burn bright.
yeah, they'll burn bright. Like it'll be
Yeah.
so cool to have them on board because it'll look great for our mission,
Cause.
for our cause.
Yeah.
But knowing full well that them doing this, especially doing it this way, it's gonna cause so much grief and pain and suffering for the civilians, and yet he doesn't care. And that you're right, it does sound suspiciously like what the Empire feels.
Well, he's just meeting fire with fire.
Yeah, and maybe at some point it's like when you've been doing this long enough, you kind of start turning into that thing that you hate.
Yeah. I mean, he just doesn't seem to have an ounce of love.
None.
You know?
Who hurt you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Empire, obviously. But
yeah.
It was nice to see that dude get his comeuppance. Like because he's just living rent free in Bix's mind, you know.
Yeah, that was very satisfying to see her like in the shadows there. And I think that having his demise be having the machine that he created used on him was so much more satisfying than just having her shoot him.
Right. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging. Looking forward to the next set of episodes. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.